Good morning. Happy Sunday, YouTube. Get in here, get in here, get in here. As usual, Miss Tanya got about a million words to speak this morning because she loved to talk. But get in here. I'm Miss Tanya, your holistic hair and scalp restoration practitioner. Let me get the good stuff out the way first. I just want to thank God, and then I want to thank me. Oh, hold on. Let me fix that problem. When y'all go live, y'all mute your notifications and your ringtone, all that stuff, so it don't disrupt your viewers. But get in here. I want to first start off by thanking all my subscribers. As of this morning, I got 4,944 subscribers here on this channel, which is the holistic approach for your hair, skin, and nails. And y'all know I got a whole bunch of lifestyle benefits for you too. So let me get the rules. You know, teachers, they don't really start teaching you nothing until you got to go over all the rules of the classroom, right? So Miss Tanya is a little different. That's what y'all love about me. I have so many different personality traits that I make our time together very fun. And get some paper and pencil because you know Miss Tanya is constantly dropping gems in the middle of her silliness, which is how I keep y'all attention. So, rule number one, don't be getting smart. I mean, I'm a woman of color and I'm 50 and I'm a little trippy. I got a gang of triggers, and one of them is people being negative, rude, disruptive, or distractive. And if I sense and I feel that any comment aligns with any of that negative energy, we all know, my tribe knows how Miss Tanya is. What's up, Miss Nettie? Good morning, one of my members here. Thank you, Nettie, for being a member of this channel. You are very special. You're nothing like the others because they're not members. So I'm getting ready to shoot you a lot, actually. I need you to message me because I need to figure out your mailing address because I would love to send you some free product because that's what I do. Those that really know me know that I send a lot of freebies in the orders. Like when you order my Water Beauty Solution, which is the all new holistic approach to soft hair, listen. I just had to break this down to my newest client. She from Louisiana and she just moved here to Colorado. And in fact, that's my demographical market. I really don't do clients from Denver, and I'm from Denver. I do all these ladies that are moving here from a humidified state, and I know what's going on now because I'm not scared to talk to my clients in addition to just gossiping, because we do that too. But we talk about what's going on at home as well as in the chair. So listen, y'all. I just want to thank y'all because I love y'all. And we about to jump in because I got a lot to talk about that affects you no matter who you are and where you live. This affects you. And I also want you, like I said, get some paper and pencil. I need you to get some drinking water. And I need y'all to understand that we need to start paying attention to what happens after our hair dries and what the result is at that time. Because I see by servicing these amazing high end women that I attract here in Colorado are starting to help me realize that we are moving too fast. We're afraid to admit things like, I don't know how to do my own hair. That's truth for a lot of women. But I'm starting to learn so much by doing research. And this morning, I'm also going to teach you all how to do research. So write that down. We're going to talk about hair care. We're going to talk about how to do research. And we're also going to talk about a lot of other things that I ain't going to tell you right now because you need to be taking notes, okay? So let's start from the top. And I know that I jump around a lot because that just goes to show how much I be having in my pineal gland that's trying to get to the front line. And I can only speak so many words. I just told you we're going to talk about hair care, not hairstyles. We're then going to talk about whatever I just said because we're going to talk ways that I do that on purpose. But listen and get some pencil and paper Because I was just talking about some of the things that I'm learning. I'm doing a lot of research, and I can tell why so many people don't do any research because you don't know how. Now I know why a lot of individuals are not reading the ingredient lists to the products that you're smearing all over your body is because you don't know how to read the ingredient list. I'm gonna teach you that because I'm, again, Miss Tanya. I'm your holistic hair and scalp restoration practitioner. There's no other in the world. I'm the only one. I'm the only one. And I love doing and being the only one doing and being certain things. You feel me? I don't like being a part of a crowd. Or some of y'all crowd pleasers, do y'all like being a part of a crowd? I don't. I'm an only child, and that's probably why I'm so different. Most of y'all got siblings. So y'all grew up way differently than I did. Y'all always had somebody to talk to, facts. I was talking to walls. You understand me? Have you ever had a conversation with a wall? No, I have. Many a times, many conversations I done had with some drywall. You feel me? Have you ever had to play patty cakes in the air? I do. And I'm gonna get you because I get to do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I had to play all games by myself. So, of course, my brain has had to work 3 times harder than somebody got some siblings. And I've done that research to understand this. So, let's jump in about this hair care situation because I already know a whole bunch of people is a whole bunch of confused. So, because I've dug even deeper into that, and had to ask someone close to me, why are you not asking for help? You know what she said to me? And I've had so many females tell me this, but she said, and we're having a real conversation in my private practice because when they in trouble, they know it because I turn the chair around. We're not gonna do this looky loo through the mirror. I turn them around and I do this eye to eye thing. And I said, why haven't you asked me for help? And you know what she said? She said, because I feel stupid asking for help. Now, let me break this down. Remember, I need y'all to remind me probably that we're talking about hair care and what me and Gianna was talking about. But when you come across individuals in life, and I need y'all to understand this because it ain't everybody. When you come across certain individuals in your life that's trying to tell you to change what you're doing, you need to at least ask them why before you address it as being stupid or dumb. 9.9 times out of 10, you're in the presence of a wise woman, somebody that knows way more than you know. So, us younger women, we need to start understand, not even younger women, because older women I've caught doing this too. If you are hearing something new, you might want to turn on your new information receptors and be like, doot, 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 doot. Like, what'd you say? Say it again? Because I've never heard that before. And where'd you get that from? And why are you doing that? And what's in it? We got to stop being afraid to ask for help because she kept walking in every 14 days poofy. That's the problem for Miss Tanya. Miss Tanya has a lot of knowledge. And I already know with how many sessions she's been through, she should be walking in straight, like so whooped. You feel me? And she's not. So now that I'm a practitioner, I do way more than just the style. I've mastered that years ago. You feel me? I can style blindfolded. But what I've decided to start doing is hair caring, which is totally different than when I was hairstyling. And I'm going to tell y'all the difference. Remember, y'all supposed to have pen and paper because I'm getting ready to start diving deep. That means Miss Tanya about to drown you with knowledge. You need scuba gear fooling with me. I'm about to drop so much knowledge it confuses most because so many have been fed the bullshit and have been misled and brainwashed to believe a whole bunch of stuff, not just 1 or 2 things that are not true, but a whole bunch of things that are not true. Back to hair care, y'all. And what me and Miss Gianna cracked open for a whole community of individuals that I now realize it ain't just her. It's a whole bunch of hers that are struggling at home with their hair. I did not know. Some people do not know how to wash their hair. They just do this and then rinse. That is not how you shampoo hair. You feel me? Then I got a bunch of people, I thought everybody knew how to blow dry their hair. Oh my God, they're using the wrong kind of blow dryers, using the wrong type of tools, adding a bunch of product on top of that. It's like, hold up, y'all. Hold up, y'all. I'm about to change the game. Hold on, y'all. You know Miss Tanya got something for you. I even came up out my head wrap for y'all. But here I come. Do y'all know what I'm about to implement? Y'all know what this is? I want everyone to type it. What is this? I'll bring it closer so you can see. What is this? What's up, Tank? We about to have fun. We about to do some fun learning this morning. What is this? And who uses these? Good job, y'all. Y'all see how I'm making this fun? Good job. Who uses these on this here thing? Who be having these? Huh? Who be you? Yeah. Ooh, good one, good one. What's another name? Don't referees be having these, y'all? Huh? Referees have these because this goes around the neck, right? Right? Are y'all feeling me? You feel me? Try. Try. What's up, King Von? Nah, coaches don't be having whistles. Pay attention. I don't know. I can tell y'all ain't drinking enough water. Referees. Coach don't be having no damn whistle, y'all. Come on now. Pay attention. Referee. Right? Are y'all feeling me? Or am I slow? Am I uneducated, y'all? That's what Denver calls me. Denver says I'm uneducated and I don't know nothing. And it be y'all. It be y'all. So coaches have whistles, or are we paying attention? Who has a whistle in the game? Huh? Because even this person will send your coach up out the room. Who has control of the game? Huh? Okay, all righty. And then I'm implementing this right here too. Y'all know what this is? Huh? Y'all know what this is? This is a flag on the field, right? That means you done messed up. That means you breaking the rules. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. This comes first. And then they throw this at you, right? This means you messing up. Y'all know I'm different. There's a flag on the play, right? Because I'm sick of this. It's time. Well, it's time. Somebody got to put on the goddamn, got to put on shit. Somebody got to do this work. Because everybody else seem like they scared. Like Gianna said, I'm scared. I'm scared to admit that I'm confused. I'm scared to admit that I need help. I'm scared to admit that I would love for my hair to look like this and unwrap it after sleeping on it and don't have to put no product, don't have to plug up no flat iron and have hair moving like this when you get up. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Hold on. Hold on. I got to make myself look super crazy. Y'all know how I do. Let me see. Let me try to mess it up real quick because I need to start helping y'all with the rules. Remember, y'all should have some pencil and paper already. Let me make sure it works. Yeah, let's go. All right, because I mean it, y'all. It don't. Does it smell like strawberries? No, baby. I smell like water. You understand me? Strawberries stink sometimes. I smell like water. All right, y'all. So check this out. Let's get into this because there's a lot of mistakes being made. And I know why, because I've done the research. That's why I'm the only one that's really qualified in this hair industry anyway. Now, I ain't on here trying to tell y'all what to cook in the kitchen. I'm not on here trying to tell you which weights to go lift. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my lane. I'm in my lane. And this, you know what? And this is how the real refs, this is how they do their whistle. Because they're gonna get you. Hey, you know what I'm saying? And then when it's the full foul, there's a flag on the play. So every time y'all see that, there's a flag on the play. That means somebody's doing something wrong. And this is something that we have to accept. There is process, my people, to everything in life. Even to making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, there's steps to it. Somebody might be like, well, I'm just going to put the peanut butter and the jelly on the same side of the bread. Well, that's wrong. You don't put the peanut butter and the jelly on this on one piece. The jelly goes on one slice, and you got to get another slice. Damn it! And you got to put the peanut butter on that slice, and then you put them together like that. And you don't put them like this. The peanut butter and the jelly, they face each other. There's process to everything, and I think we think that you can just do whatever you want to do from behind the chair. Nah. I hope that there's some like TV producers out there in my land that done came into my tribe today, or some investors that got a lot of money that would love to help me create a, we're gonna call it a plan. Oh no, we're gonna call it a play. Shoot, that's what happens in the game. You need to establish and create a play for that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make this make sense this morning. And I think that it would be fun for me to become like the Chef Ramsay of salons. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm tough enough. I ain't scared of nobody. So I would love for blacks, for me to roll up on some of these black salons and secret shop them like I'm a stupid client, like I don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? And mess my hair up and mat it all up, and y'all will get to see what I'm doing to my hair. And then act like the normal client of today and walk in telling them I want a lavish, extravagant, magical, darn impossibility in one day. But then the jest of me showing up is then I'm gonna pull that salon owner to the back one on one. You feel me? And we gonna sit down and I'm gonna make her play patty cake with me. You feel me? I'm gonna be like, come on. Because what are you in business for? Are you in business to struggle? Are you in business to retain your clients? You want to make the most money. You want to maximize your earning potential. You want to triple your clientele base. You want to implement new services. You want to understand that it's affordable to swap out all your, like, get on you. I will be dropping a flag, finding duct tape on your styling chairs. That's a foul. Or duct tape on your blow dryers. I'm seeing the most. Now that certain stylists are starting to reach out to me and ask me for help. They see that she must be doing something right. She must know something. Mm, she must be doing something okay that I'm not doing, because my hair don't look like hers, and I ain't making 10,000 a month not doing braids, not doing extensions. So clearly somebody threw a flag on my field years ago, y'all, and had to check me. So let me go back to the origin of this live, which is all about hair care. Okay. Hair care is totally different, y'all, from hairstyling. And let me cut to the chase. Beauty school did not train us how to hair care. That's what I thought I was going to beauty school to learn. Listen, before I registered for beauty school, now this is my journey. I'll do the karate on you. You try to trip with me. But Denver let me do hair. I co-owned a salon here with Miss Ebony down on 34th and Franklin. It was called Ebony's Hair Design. This was back in 1997. And I didn't even have a license. Doing hair, a full clientele base, and never ain't stepped foot into beauty school. So I don't know about y'all's sorry politicians, but our sorry politicians could care less about what the cosmetology and barber department is doing from behind the chair in these businesses here in Denver, which is a problem. We should be down there doing a whole march, all of us with our shears and combs and towels and capes, and making these politicians work for the money that we're paying them every 2 years for that little piece of paper called a beauty school coupon, because that's all that our license serves for. And y'all don't care. There's too much. Y'all don't care? Y'all got to start caring. That's what clients got all this money and they like, I'm gonna just keep stuffing my money because I'm gonna keep waiting for my stylist to change and level up so that my hair ain't looking crazy the very next day, so that my hair is lasting 14 days. Yeah, clients here in Denver are paying $185 for that every 14 days. Why? Because they don't have to plug up a flat iron. They don't have to wash their hair. They don't have to add no oil. Look, we done learned oil kills this. And so many people be like, your hair looks greasy. Well, that goes to show how much you don't know because I don't put nothing in my hair. Y'all know when you put oil in your hair does not do this. I don't care who makes it. I don't care if they live in Atlanta, Asia, or Australia. Oil is a viscous lubricant that's going to weigh your hair down. But you see, if you're hair styling, you ain't doing no research. Research means that you done took a time out from getting the money to learn. That means you've tested some things. Like you've took the time to determine, is jojoba oil lighter than argan oil? Because these are not the same, baby. They ain't the same. Now, you know, people that have zero knowledge about products, they'll try to tell you all oils are the same, all shampoos are the same. No, they ain't. All products are not the same. In fact, some manufacturers are out here to burn your whole hair off your head so that you can stay struggling because that's the business that they're into. You see, I thought that if I bought this product that what is gonna make my hair healthy, that is what you call brainwashed. And if that's you, don't be sensitive about that. I'll call a foul on you for being sensitive. Being sensitive is a foul. That's the technical foul. I'm going to take you all the way out the game if you're sensitive because you got to have tough skin. You think there's a bunch of punks that are doctors and dentists? Hello? You want to see the complaints the doctors be getting? Hello? They get the most. And they still walk in with a smile. Well, some do. Some don't be smiling. Some walk in because they tired of you not doing what they done told you to do. And they scared to put on a referee shirt and get a whistle. I ain't scared of y'all. But stop thinking that when you add chemicals to your hair that it's going to be healthier. Don't y'all know shampoo is a chemical product? But you've been brainwashed to believe what? That it's don't got no chemicals in it? But you thought. What did you really think shampoo was? Some flowers and berries and stuff? It's a bottle of chemicals. And then the world dived head first into bottles of conditioners on this here Sunday, my Lord, and believed that you gonna get moisture, and the word moisture ain't even in the ingredient list. Like they trying to say stuff is gonna give you hydration. Ain't no hydrogen in the ingredient list, so how? Well, then when you break them all the way down and you do the research and you dive deep and you make them put on that scuba gear, then they admit to you, well, Tanya, we're not here to care about anybody. Tanya, we're not here because I've sat at the table with a few CEOs here in Denver. I know the owner, matter of fact, of Medicine Man. I know Mr. Adam and his brother Scotty. Peace out. Shout out, y'all, if y'all ever happen to watch this video. I met them when they first moved to Denver back in 1993. 2010, I think, was the year they opened dispensaries here. Nonetheless, I've sat at the table. I got two businesses. Remember this part. I got two businesses. I got my service business and I got my growing and increasing sales retail business. Let me get back to the origin of what I was talking about because I just forgot. What was I just talking about? Because it was good. Can y'all remind me? Must mean I need some. That's why I closed to make my own scalp. I chose to make my own soaps. I'm so proud of you. Neo. That's all I can see in your name. Neo. That's why I chose to make my own soaps and hair wash. It's a process and it's worth it. Ooh, hold up. I need to follow you because we're like-minded. Hold on now. Hold on. I got a new feature. I can put users in timeout. Oh, YouTube is getting with me. YouTube is like, I like her. She controls her lives. You know what I'm saying? Can y'all like the live? I told YouTube on y'all too. I said, I don't know what's wrong with I don't be twerking. I'm not on here cussing. I do cuss sometimes, but I don't just be on here, rah-rahing. I educate. And they be like, I know, Tanya, keep doing what you're doing because you're getting good views. Can y'all like the live, please? So that I can get back to what I was saying. This girl is out of control. Not really. I just be having fun because I'm paid. And when you paid like me, you just be having fun. Shoot, I be, you know what I'm saying? Do y'all know that dancing is a spiritual way to keep demons away from you? I be doing it in the shop. My clients know we get silly. Then you make your hair dance too. And you can mess. My water hair is amazing because you can mess it up. And I could never do this to my hair when I was using that damn conditioner. I hate to tell y'all this. It's like trying to bounce a damn football. You're never gonna bounce the football. You keep wanting to use the wrong thing for soft hair. You gotta get my water for soft hair. Conditioner is going to make your hair stiff, crunchy feeling, and brittle and poofy. I thought that was black hair. You know how many people have been brainwashed to think that black hair is just supposed to be nappy? Nobody's hair is nappy. I got so many clients that when they start with me, I call it conditioner hair. You got a lot of conditioner residue. And I just proved this to one of my I won't say that. I won't say she's my hardest client. She just knows more than the typical client. So she got way more questions and she's so much more experienced than the average client. So we be huddling. I'd be like, so what happened when you washed it yourself? And she was like, man, some of my people call me sensei. I think that's sexy. Ugh. I was like, sensei? Okay. I was like, let me put this yellow thing up. She called me a sensei. Shit. Man, hold on. Black fatigue. I don't know what that means, but, yeah, everybody walks in nappy. That means I can't get a comb, and I do it too. I take a wide tooth comb, and yes, mine are all gold. And when I do like this, it gets stuck. I did that on purpose. Mine ain't stuck, baby. I can go from my tutor to the rooter. Watch this. Ooh, ooh, and no hair loss in the comb either. Ooh, ooh, tell Cat Williams about this. I can't wait till I run into Cat. I'm gonna be like, Cat Williams, come here. You think they done gave you a press, baby? I ain't never seen your hair move, Cat. Yeah, your stuff be straight, Cat Williams. And yes, it be shiny. But baby, Cat, you be talking too much shit to have stiff hair. Y'all go tell Cat I said so. Bring Cat to me. And I'ma shake him just like I do these clients when they come see me. Cat gonna have a new a new comedy show called Miss Tanya and the Holistic Approach, because he gonna be like, this bitch done changed my motherfucking life. So that's how Cat talks. Tell Cat to pull up. And tell him to go pick up all them folks at Dora too, and tell them to pull up because I want to talk to Dora too. And I'm gonna tell him you're not getting my $60 again. Cause I'm sick of paying $60 for nothing. Y'all don't come check on me. Y'all don't make me review nothing. Y'all haven't had me review, refocus, redo, relook, retry, retest. Nothing. Nothing. Back to what I was saying about when I owned the salon here in Denver. Colorado is a trip. Do you know how many people is acting like they're a business here and they're not? That's a problem for me. If you ain't no business, you ain't got no business charging. I'm going to say that again. If you don't have an EIN and your business name is not registered with the Secretary of State, you have no business charging. That means you practicing pimping. Come on now. We all know models are free and you're not supposed to be making a dime for a model. Don't let me catch nobody else charging a model and you're practicing. That's like you thinking that you on the clock and we out here on this field practicing the plays for the game time. You getting paid. You don't, well, athletes do get paid to practice. I shouldn't have made that comparison. I know some of y'all be hella listening. My fault for misspeaking. But we have to understand some things about hair care versus hairstyles. And they're two totally different lanes. You know how like you got the express lane and you got the regular lane? They're not the same. Even though they're both on the highway, they're not the same and they got two different set of rules. You can't do in that express lane what you can do in that fast lane. You can get over in that fast lane whenever you want. Try to get over in that express lane, your ass gonna earn you a $250. Fine. Because you can't pass when you want to in the express lane. So see, I've had to even respect this myself in this hair industry about what we can and can't do. And let me tell y'all something, who I'm about to start advocating for the clients, because that's who are the underlying factor and supporters of this industry. Think about it. If these clients did not have extra money or didn't feel like doing their own hair, this hair industry would be up shit's creek. Harder than it is now. And there's a lot of stylists that are struggling right now. They're not getting booked like they used to. And I know why. I've done the research. I'm not scared to talk to the clients. That's all I do is talk to the clients. And I'm hearing a lot of stuff that is easy to fix. Some of y'all have horrible time management. Telling two clients to show up at the same time. Foul! I'm gonna go find me 5 yellow flags. That's a foul. That's a flag on the field. You don't do that. I don't care if beauty school did teach you to double book. That's dumb. Why don't you open up your mindset and realize that's disrespectful on any level to make anyone, especially if you've agreed on a time. Now, if you're running a business where you just letting everybody walk up into your stuff without setting an actual time, that's on you. I would never run business like that. But why would you tell two people to show up at the same time? That's how you run dumb business. That's dumb. Smart business would be telling that second person that has called and requesting the same time that the first person got. You got to tell that second person you're not going to lose them for managing them. I think these stylists think they so damn dehydrated for the money that you're not thinking, you're not putting yourself in the other person's shoe. They're not going to not book with you or say, oh, bye, because you're not going to double book me and waste my time and make me sit and stare at your messy space. That's not what's up. Tell them, I already have somebody. That makes us horny, stylists, to know that you're busy. Don't you know that we're secret shopping you when we call talking about, can I get in tomorrow at 12:30? And you tell us, yeah? That's not realistic. That's not reality because there should be a consultation. You got to sign a video and photo release. Those are two things that we got to do before you even make it to my place of business. So there's a whole onboarding experience that the clients should be going through before they even make it to your chair. But beauty school didn't teach you how to do all that. Beauty school just taught you how to style. And what's crazy is y'all should be pissed off at these schools. You should be pissed. I used to work for Empire Beauty Schools. I want Cat Williams and Dora to go up the street and around the corner, and I want them to scoop up all the CEOs of Empire Beauty Schools. I want to talk to them too, because y'all are charging these young women and those clearly that don't have any experience in the industry 20 and upwards of $20,000 to teach them how to do hairstyles. That's not the way of the world now. Clients of today are searching for hair care way more than the latest hairstyle. Let me reintroduce myself. I am Miss Tanya Mason, CEO of Tanya Does Hair LLC, founder of My Water Beauty Solution, and your educator for the all new hair and scalp restoration practitioner, which is how I came with the holistic approaches for your hair, skin, and nails. Mind you, I be on here playing, as you see. I ain't on here trying to get a client. I ain't on here trying to get a client. That's how I get clients, but I'm not on here trying to get a client. I'm on here trying to make you aware and ask you to stop being so damn sensitive. Quit being so damn scared to learn something new, even if you choose to not do it. You know, I actually had somebody, let me tell you about it. She owns a salon. And she done went and wasted her money with the University of Trichology, who I sat and had a whole meeting with their registration department as well as their curriculum staff. Okay, because you know I'm an educator too, so I know who to talk to. Okay, she got in her feelings, y'all, because she got in her feelings, and I'm like, that's so sad. There's a whole community of people driving all the way up here to Denver because she refuses to do what I do. That's stupid. And I'm going to tell you that I used to tell some of the homies back on the streets when I used to live on the streets. You can go get this food for free. That's stupid for you to go dumpster diving later on tonight. That food is spoiled. We can go over here to this food bank and change, get up and walk a little further, and we're going to be able to get some non-spoiled food. And even the homies in the streets would be like, that's stupid, Tanya. That's dumb. Why would I want to walk some extra mile? I'm going to just go get this spoiled food out this dumpster right here next to me. Mindsets got to change behind the chair, or you going to get left, or you going to end up having to go get a job, or you going to end up having to move out your stuff and go do hair at home, or you're going to end up having to call Miss Tanya because I need help. So let me go back to me, myself. I'm thanking God, thanking all the individuals in Colorado that have already booked with stylists. Mind you, everybody booking with me has been with a stylist here. Everyone booking with me was using conditioner. Everyone booking with me was being told that they needed a protein treatment or a keratin treatment to combat their hair loss effects. And guess what? The clients are not stupid, ladies. The clients and gentlemen, because there's a lot of men behind the chairs now, they get home and they're like, I still got a handful of hair and I just paid her all this money. Especially the wig installers and the sew-ins. That's not a hair loss solution. Like, for instance, Miss Tanya, my client asked me yesterday, what should I do? Because my client says that she needs more manageability. Should I give her a deep conditioning treatment? That's a foul on the field. That's a foul. No, she says she wants manageable hair. Conditioner doesn't make the hair manageable because the tap water doesn't remove all traces. But beauty school didn't say nothing to you about that. Plus, you were practicing on mannequins, and mannequin hair ain't nothing like real hair. I think that's why so many individuals got into braiding and extensions and stuff because it avoids the client's real hair. When you sign up for those services clients, your scalp is getting looked over. You're not getting nothing done to your scalp. You're not getting your ends trimmed. You see the stylist ain't picked up a pair of shears. They just gonna braid you right on back up. That's like that's like the Chinese people with nails not doing nothing to our nails. They just pop off the fake one, the old one, and just glue the new one back on. There is what's called prep work, y'all, that has to be done no matter what style that you're doing. I don't care if you do extensions, you still should be exfoliating the scalp. That's the holistic approach to extensions, extensionists. Hey, extensionists. I'm gonna teach you how to care for the hair before you decide to cover it, braid it up, and cover it up with, you know what I'm saying, with the accessories. I ain't mad at the accessories, but we're gonna start learning how to care for the hair before we add the accessories, just like they taught us how to do, or they should have taught you how to do when you was a little girl. So back to Gianna, y'all. I didn't know how many women really don't know how to do their hair at home, or they think they know how to do their hair at home. But see, Miss Tanya is smart, and I got a lot of experience. So I'm able to identify struggles without the client even stating the struggle. And that's what attaches them to me even more. You know, there was this myth in beauty school that stated, don't tell your clients nothing because they're not going to book with you. That was that mill lady crap that worked back in the 50s and 60s, baby. Women are different nowadays. The ones with the real money, they don't want to be styled and what's called marketed. That means you're repeating what everybody is saying. Make it make sense. Break it down to the client. Tell them what's in the protein that makes their hair loss stop. Make it make sense for them because that's how you reel them in. You feel me? Some of these clients is just swimming all around y'all's protein, keratin, extension, and braid bait because they got a real hair loss problem, and those things do not do nothing for hair loss. So back to hair care, back to hair care. I'm prepared. I'm already doing it. I already have stylists reaching out to me. I'm about to talk to somebody else down in Texas today. That's why I said let me jump on YouTube real quick because I'm being given so many revelations from clients that I think is true for a lot of women. You know, I used to think that because a woman had a wig on, she hated her hair. That's not true. I thought all women that braid their hair, because I see a lot of adult women, like the way I was raised, braids was for kids, y'all. That was the only individual that had braids in their hair was our kids. And then starting in 99, I remember seeing like grown girls with braids in their hair. That was like there was a time here in Denver when grown women was walking around with pacifiers in their mouth. That was never me because I felt like you look like a kid. I ain't never wanted to look like my kids. Some women here in Denver are up on that. They be buying outfits so you look like your daughter? I ain't never wanted to look like my daughter. In fact, I hate that we look so much alike because people be thinking I'm her age and I'm not 50 when we together, you know? So let me reel this back to the origin of hair care. I'm prepared to teach you what beauty school did not. There's so many people got a haircut and a hair trim confused. And all these stylists barking about a haircut is the same thing. If I'm doing the same work and I got to go through the head, it's the same price. No, baby, just admit I don't know how to trim. But don't downplay a trim talking about it's the same thing because it's not. And I'm here to help y'all understand. When the client speaks the word trim, just bow down, drop the scissors. You know how they drop the mic? You need to drop the scissors and just be like, there goes that word trim. I don't know what you're talking about. Y'all need to go book with Miss Tanya because she's the only one clearly that knows how to snip your whole head without making your hair noticeably shorter. That's the difference of a trim. And you see, it's us real silk press women. It's a whole community of silk press individuals. And let me tell you something, y'all. Silk press, just like hair growth, is not a service. It's a lifestyle. Y'all have never seen me in braids. Even on my worst day, You're never gonna see me in a wig. You're never good. Even when my hair was all short. Y'all that's been following me, y'all remember when my length was way up here? Do y'all remember that, Vaughn? You remember when I cut my hair off last year and it was like way up here? I remember that. I still ain't braiding it. I'm still, and I know why the braids come into play. That's because that individual hit a struggle. And you didn't have Miss Tanya to call the play, to call the game. It's like, hold up, hold up, hold up. I can teach you how to keep your hair manageable after you've sweated it out overnight because you clearly don't know how to wrap. And if your scarf is popping up, guess what? You don't know how to wrap as good as you think you do because it shouldn't be. My wrap don't never pop off. But see, I use two wraps, not one. So I tell everybody, I have done the research. My stuff is backed by research and science. I ain't out here picking what to do off of a YouTube video or an IG video. I watch others to make sure I'm doing good because I don't do nothing that they be doing and I don't be saying nothing that they be saying. My stuff makes sense. So I want y'all to just know you got somebody that can help you. You got somebody that's willing to redirect you and give you some good ideas. I mean, I can show you my numbers if anybody's confident and strong enough. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of scaredy cats in the world today. Call me, I'll show you my numbers. I'll show you what I was making when I was offering all them hairstyles, when I was braiding, when I offered sew-ins. I did all that. I never glued no wig to the forehead, but they would bring it in to me and I would trim it up and restyle it because the wigs come horrible nowadays. So I used to make it on point for my clients. I used to do goddess braids. I used to do locks. I know how to start them, relock them. I know how to do all that. I know how easy is it to just comb some product through somebody's hair and then let them leave wet? Or just diffuse them and let them leave wet? That's easy. I've done all that. And none of that is on my menu. I do holistic relaxers, holistic hair coloring where I don't use bleach and I'm going to get you honey blonde, baby, without the use of bleach because, see, I have chemistry knowledge and I got real hair care knowledge. So I don't need bleach. I know how to lift dark hair without using it. I swear these young girls swear that that's the only way that you can lift dark hair. It's not. It's not. Bleach should never touch your hair. That's for clothes. Just like I be trying to tell people vinegar is for coochies and greens, honey. I don't know who started putting vinegar in your hair. Now they doing onion juice. They running so far up the product chart that what y'all gonna do next? Go buy some gin from the liquor store and pour that in your hair and swear you giving yourself a smoothing treatment? Like, what is going on in the world? So now that I've kind of dumped, I know I put a lot on your minds, and I hope that your paper is almost full because I've dropped a lot of gems this morning. It's now time to drink. I need y'all to make sure y'all stay hydrated, okay? And make sure also that you're drinking at least spring water. Y'all got to leave that purified water alone. Smart water, core water, that's all tap water in a bottle with more chemicals added to it, and it's making your insides struggle. You got to do spring water, and it has to be local. You can't be drinking spring water that came from another state. Why? Because it sat in a warehouse and on in trucks, and it be hot. And when water warms up, baby, it becomes distilled. This is why you don't drink distilled water, because it becomes heavy water. It's heavy because the remnants have broke up, because that's what happens when the water warms up. You see, this chemistry knowledge runs deep. And if y'all don't like the live, I'm about to guzzle this water, and I need y'all to like the live, okay? Thank you, 61. Y'all are hard-headed. It don't cost you nothing to hit that thumbs thing down there, y'all see. Y'all, come on now. All right, then I'm going to quit talking. Thank you, 62. Even you haters, I know I got a lot of haters watching. You can hit the thumb too. It's not going to hurt you, hater. That's how I used to chug Old E when I was in high school. But God has truly anointed me because now I chug water like that. And that's the only liquid I drink. Not the only liquid because I swallow something else too, but that's it. I don't drink teas. I don't do coffees. You don't know how many women try to call me and meet me for coffee. I tell them I don't be drinking contaminated liquids. I'm different. I'm holistic and I live a full holistic lifestyle. Some people just use certain words for clout with their business. That ain't me. I lived, excuse me, I lived the lifestyle first and then I implemented it into my business because my dad told me to. One day he was like, Tanya, why don't you call your approach holistic? And I was like, ho, who? Because I had never heard the word before. And he was like, holistic. And I was like, what does that mean? He was like, look it up. Because that's what he always says anytime I ask him, what does this mean? And where does this come from? Look it up, which is the best way to learn. I love my father for forcing me to read and forcing me to search for the knowledge. Because if I'd have kept listening to all these women here in Denver, I'd still be using conditioner. I'd still be taking 3 and 4 hours to do one client, charging $55 to $75 for that much time and struggling at that. No, no, baby. I thank my father for inspiring me to change, inspiring me to be tough enough to go against the grain and not do what everybody else is doing. Because I swear that's what Denver's biggest problem is, steady copying somebody, but you don't want to copy Tanya. That's cool. Look, the homie Isaac told me, he was like, Tanya, just keep doing what you're doing. He said, because eventually they going to have to come to you. They've been fighting it for years. They know about my water. All of Denver knows about my water. But they still watching their hairlines getting further and further back. They still braiding back to back to back to back. They keep doing them sew-ins back to back to back to back to back to back. No care to their own hair. And guess what? It's getting worse. I think they think that their hair is really protected. They tricked y'all with that one too. Newsflash, a protective style is actually about to break a lot of your hairs. In fact, anybody wearing them styles, especially that come to me, I mean, it's 10 for 10, baby, all for all, got hair loss like a mug. And it's not what's up. They're not happy. They're not jumping for joy. They're not trying to book the next session with their last braider either. You got to really not care. And there are a lot of women. I know some. I know some. I got rid of 4 women out my chair that exposed the fact that you don't care. What are you here for? If you don't care about your hair, you can go book with the braider. I got a couple in the building. Go book with them. Because you should only be in here with me if you care about your hair. Because we're going to bump heads if you don't care about your hair. So I don't even entertain everybody anymore because now I realize I only want older women. I really don't like younger chicks. I got one right now that just booked with me who ignores my text messages and I've called you and I've emailed you and you've ignored everything. I'm not just desperate or dehydrated for money. That's where these clients get me wrong. I will decline your request in a minute because all you doing is pressing me and making me work more anyway. So it's easy for me to decline the request. And this is something else that y'all got to stop doing. Stop making these clients text you for an appointment. Get you a free booking link. I have one for you. Acuity is charging you every month. And so is Style Seat. Y'all got to really do some research. And I can tell y'all haven't done no research because y'all are making the worst decisions for your businesses and your brands. Running around here thinking that you can do it by yourself and thinking that what beauty school taught you how to promote yourself. Beauty school didn't teach you how to do that. Beauty school didn't teach you how to increase your professional image. Beauty school didn't teach you how to triple your clientele base. Beauty school told you to take a bunch of walk-ins. I do not take walk-ins. That is the worst way to operate. That's dumb. That's stupid on all levels. You gonna be backed up and you're gonna be there for 12 hours letting somebody walk in. That is an absolute no. Nobody can even get a same day appointment with me. My day is set by 9 a.m. in the morning because I have a life and I run a real business. And this is what we got to understand. Clients seek for those running real business. They don't like having to text after you. They don't like having to sit and wait after they got there at their appointment time. Even if they're not saying nothing, why would you not want to change and do better for those that are choosing you to give their extra money, their hard-earned money to? man, come on. We got to stop all of this stuff. So I pray that somebody, like I said, that got enough money to make me like the chef. I'm going to say I don't call myself a stylist. That means you're a beginner. That's like calling yourself a kindergartner. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to this game. And when you first get out of school, you're a stylist. After about 10 years, you're supposed to call yourself a specialist. I don't know all these people out here talking about, I've been in the industry 20 years and you still call yourself a stylist? Do you know that that's a label that makes you look like you don't know what you're doing? Because once you do some research, you become a specialist, you become a practitioner, you become a master. And guess what? You can call yourself whatever you want to call yourself, but you better match your title. If you a master, don't be sensitive with questions, or I'm sorry, educator. Don't get sensitive behind somebody asking you what are the two ingredients in moisture. If you don't know, just say, I don't know. Because nobody knows everything, but there's so many individuals behind the chair that think they know everything, and because you got a license, you only went to school for the basics. Look, just like people think they know everything when they get out of high school. That was just the bare general education that everybody got. Nobody special getting out of high school. And there's so much more. There's calculus in college. There's biology in college. You don't learn that crap in the beginnings. You feel me? But you know how many stylists is out here yelling at me that they've been behind the chair 20 plus years and you're still doing what you learned in beauty school? You should be ashamed of yourself. You're still using conditioner and you're still using a moisture shampoo. You ain't tried no other shampoos. You're still putting your clients under a hooded dryer for 15 minutes, calling it a moisture treatment. You still ain't figured out where moisture is. Like, whoa. So no wonder the clients are hopping. No wonder the clients is pulling back from booking. It's like, I wouldn't book either. That don't make no sense. And then my hair is horrible. It's crunchy, brittle, feeling the next day. That's not what's up. So now I'm about to get to my comments, y'all. This is going to be my new outfit, my uniform, because when I get on here, I'm acting. That's what my grandmother, my white grandmama, she used to tell me all the time because I was so different than my cousins. My cousins have attitudes. They do not know how to act. They forever got a funky attitude. And I'm not like that. I mean, I can get petty. You feel me? I'll get messy. That's easy. But then 5 minutes later, I'm going to be laughing again. Sure, I ain't got time to be holding no grudges all day. That stuff is heavy and it's mental too. So as a child, I'd let stuff roll up off me. And people hate that, especially bullies. Bullies, and they want to bother you all day. My mom was a bully. She'd whoop me. And then she'd be all confused because I'd be outside in the front yard turning cartwheels 15 minutes after she done whoop me. The whooping is over. I'm gonna stay what? You want me to cry all day? See, people want to bother you like that, and I don't let nothing bother me. So I know I let everything roll up off of me, and we gonna keep it moving. Just like my hair keeps it moving. You feel me? And if your hair don't move like this, and I'm talking your real hair, I ain't talking about no extensions, because a lot of girls are faking the funk with the extensions. And then I have to ask them, but what does your real hair look like? Then they get all sensitive and want to block me. Don't block me now. Say I hate my real hair. I'm going to make you fall back in love with it. You said you hate what? You hate your hair. Do you hate your coochie? No, that got hair to grow on it and you steady caring for that. Well, let's care about this head. Let me get to these comments because I know y'all got a lot to say to me. Oh, yeah, y'all been typing this morning. Look at, woo! All right, I'm going to take it from the bottom is what I'm learning to do because that's the most active. Right, it's definitely moving. Polly, even I know white girls, their hair ain't moving like this no more. Their hair is stiff and stuck when it used to be all the white girls having hair like this, right? And we was trying to figure out doing moisture treatments. How do I get my hair to flow? And to have this halo without any oil or serum in my hair. I don't put nothing in my hair no more. I used to put half the damn beauty supply store in my hair listening to the black people. And I hate to say it that way, but it's true. My white girls, they know I love them. They're the ones that gave me the real knowledge. My black people had me running around the merry-go-round talking about a moisturizing conditioner, and you can hydrate your face with oil. Those are both lies, and neither one of them is true. So that's not what's up. Like, black people done confused me like doing a relaxer. Black people told me that you're only supposed to use the neutralizer. No, you're not. And that's why the hair be all stiff. Like, she didn't know what she was doing, and she was black. Because I don't know what makes black people love to change things and omit things and wonder why we're struggling. Just like of the washing of the hair. No, I'm not going to say never. I was raised to never wash your hair without scratching your scalp first. I was raised to never put a dish in the dishwasher without rinsing the dish first. I was raised to sort your clothes into 3 different piles. You got a white one, a cold pile, a warm pile, and a hot pile before you put them in the washing machine. So see, I was born into process. My mama was crazy. Some of y'all was not born into process. Some of y'all was born into this bullshit. So y'all think you need conditioner. You think you need heat protectant. You think you need edge control. You think you need a wax. You think you need a foam. You think you need a peel. You think you need all these things that are actually causing the struggle. This is why I'm averaging 10,000 a month now. I don't use conditioner. I haven't since 2016. I do read. Reading is fundamental, y'all. And I clearly can tell a lot of individuals haven't read nothing. That's not what's up. That's not professional. Right? Y'all feel me? Amen on this Sunday, Polly? These youngsters ain't feeling me. And guess what, Polly? I had to do that research. I got so much time on my hands now that I'm making this money and I'm not out here chasing around any old kind of client. I've had time to sit down and have some conversations. You feel me? And I've learned some things. And one of the things that I've learned about this darn industry is these youngsters are the ones that don't know shit. They think they know everything, but they don't know as much as I know, see. So they don't really understand the fact that you were born into the bullshit. Anybody that was born in 1990, y'all 30-year-olds, y'all was born, or 20, y'all was born into the bullshit. Well, and you should say, don't get sensitive. Pull your pants back up, okay? It's true. The bullshit started in the 90s. That's when conditioner hit the market. That's when extensions, weave. We didn't have no weave before 1990. I didn't have no weave to work with. The only people braiding hair in the 70s and 80s here was kids. Now we got a whole world of grown women walking around with braids in their hair, and they don't see nothing wrong with it. Wonder why they're having a hard time getting a man. It's because of how your hair looks. And I wish men would start getting more vocal. Stop being scared of your own woman. She's your woman. Don't be afraid to tell her you hate the extensions. Tell her. Tell her you wanna grab that head at the scalp. Tell her you want to run your fingers through her hair. Tell her you want to do all this without running into a track or a braid. You feel me? The law of attraction, ladies, is the less and least amount of accessories you have on. I know that society's got women thinking you need a fake big booty or you need a gang of them at that. I got this one girl, I swear she looked like she got a brush on her lid. This is how her lashes look. This is how girls be looking with them lashes. You can't even see their eyes. They got so many damn lashes on. That's not the law of attraction. You look crazy. Or you look like you about to go to work. And when I say look like you about to go to work, you look like you about to hit the corner. Some of these young chicks clearly ain't got a wise mother to tell them where this stuff originated from. Do you even know the history of what you're doing? Do y'all know why they say redheads have more fun? because it was only the black women that would do redheads on the corners. And us black women, we sucking. We doing everything that them blondes ain't willing to do. The blondes was known as the dummies. That's why they say I'm having a blonde moment. That's not what's up. That's not funny to me. But that's another way of saying the blonde heads is dumb, like ain't using their heads. And the redheads, they have more fun. Not too many Caucasians with red hair. It'd be the us brown skinned women, because you know ain't too many of us back in the day on the corner had the blonde hair. But people just have to understand, you know what I'm saying? These things. Hold up, y'all. Give me a minute. Alrighty, leave the young girls alone. You sound unhappy. No, I sound truthful. You must be young. Because y'all are sensitive. I don't know what they put. Your moms must have been mixing your formula with tap water, because y'all are sensitive, super stupid sensitive. And y'all are the majority of the industry. You gotta have tough skin to be on social media. You gotta have tough skin to do hair, especially if you choose to do black people. Oh, I mean, if you do white people or, mixed chicks that got that white girl type hair, that's different. But once you choose to get in this black hair lane that I've gotten into, you cannot be sensitive. Stop it. Knock it off. Y'all got to toughen up. Drink more water. Y'all see how I downed that water? This is my energy. Water is my protein. Y'all out here running and chasing a dead animal talking about its protein, eating a bunch of dead animal blood. Ugh. Y'all leave them dead animals alone and understand that water is protein. For me. That's what's up, Rosa. That's what I love. I love anybody born 1975 or earlier. That's who I rock with. Y'all younger ones behind me, y'all make my ass itch because y'all think y'all know everything and you don't. And y'all struggling. And y'all don't understand. Look, this is how I have to identify most of y'all. Y'all are down there. I'm up here. You feel me? I got into the other elevator that goes higher than the elevator that y'all are still in. Y'all's elevator only goes so high. Have y'all been in high-end hotels? Because I do. I do. My friend be having me in the highest end hotels. And one hotel I was mad in because it had two elevators. One elevator only, some of y'all got to understand this about life. Certain elevators only go so high. Then they have other designated elevators that you got to go ride to get up to the penthouses. Everybody ain't up on them levels, I promise you. Most of everybody else got to go catch that other normal elevator. You feel me? I've been in that one elevator that only services the higher levels. You feel me? You feel me? Do y'all feel me, Netta? Awesome energy. Thank you for liking the live. Oh, that's what's up. Thank y'all. Thanks, Nettie, for bringing my attention. So I'm born in 1986. Oh, baby, you young. See, my kids. I got one. I pushed one out in 1992. She's 33. She thinks she know everything too. Then I pushed one out in 1995. That's my 30-year-old son. That's my middle boy. He's a little different, but he think he know everything too. Born into the bullshit. Then my 25-year-old, them millennial babies. Anybody have a millennial babies? Because you young ones don't know nothing about having a millennial baby. I had a millennial baby. Some of y'all young kids, y'all having these COVID babies. My granddaughter is a COVID baby. She was born during COVID, and they different. My granddaughter already knows how to pop. She was like, I was like about to go pop lock with my granddaughter. They different. They been here before. But these millennials, anybody was pregnant back in 2000? No, we was pregnant. Yeah, 2000. No, yeah. Everybody was pregnant in 2000. If you a grown woman on here with me. I got a swine flu baby. That's funny. That was funny. That is funny, Latin King Killer. Okay, Larry. Girl, you crazy as hell. No, y'all are crazy. I had my mom. Wait, let me keep going. My millennial baby, he different. He different. He real different. He came out light skinned. I'm a brown. Me and his father are brown, and he came out light. So that's right there, showing you how different the millennial babies were. He came out real light skinned, had me scared. I thought they brought me the wrong baby. You should have seen me checking his dick and stuff. I was lifting his balls. Like, this one's different. I remember I had him in between my legs for hours in the hospital. Like, did I sleep with the Mexican across the street? Because I used to get drunk, and I've always loved sex. That's one thing about Miss Tanya. I like to goose. Ooh, I like to goose. Ooh. So I had to do that. Like it was jokes. I had a cesarean with him. So, I was in the recovery room after I came out, and we was all laughing our asses off because everybody kept coming over and peeking at my baby. And we would laugh because I'd be like, nobody would have to even say anything. Everybody would just look at little Mario and then they look at me and we would start that was the first time we almost got kicked out the recovery room that night because that shit was funny. Because I was like, I kept telling them they brought me the wrong baby. Say my baby. Somebody got confused. They must be eating edibles in the the delivery deck. And maybe they just put the wrong label on the bassinet. Because this ain't my baby. That was funny. Because, it wasn't a normal delivery. He didn't come out the cootie cat. He didn't come out the tutor. So when he came out, they kind of took him away from me. You feel me? And then they brought this wrapped up light skin situation to me. You should have seen me trying to peek over the curtain. Like, what did y'all do with my baby? This ain't. But I did have a millennium. That was funny. Thank you for taking me down memory lane. Oh man. Oh man, that's funny. Did they have edibles back then? No, I just said that because they have them then. Edibles didn't surface until, let me think. Edibles first surfaced back in, for us here in Denver, because Denver gets everything last. We're like the last to get everything. We are the last to catch on to the trends. We're the last to catch on to hair care. We're the last to catch. That's why it took me 33 years to figure this crap out. Shoot, I know people down South Bend figure, like my friend, he's from Mississippi. The stuff that I'm trying to do, he done been did. The people from down south, they got different mindsets. They are so motivated and got so much energy, it's ridiculous. People here in Denver are unmotivated and they ain't got no energy. So at any rate, edibles didn't surface here until about, I'm going to say, let me think. Edibles. I want to say like 2015 here. Nah, 16 maybe, 2016. No, edible surfaced here back in 2008, somewhere in there. That's when they first surfaced here. They didn't have them back in the day. It'd be a cold world. That's what's wrong with most people now. Everybody getting high on the jobs. Do y'all know how many people I be watching getting high on the job? And nowadays, they ain't even sneaking. They hitting big blunts in the back of the jobs, and managers don't care because I think the managers is getting high. Oh, things is different. I mean, I be tripping when I be walking through the airports and stuff when I'm traveling. How many employees is on their phones? We used to get in trouble for that. You'd lose your goddamn job for being on your cell phone back in my day. And now my kids, they get to get high at work. They get to be on their cell phones at work. This is a different world. I can't wait to see what my grandbaby's going to be doing. They probably going to be having sex on the job. They're going to be goosing. Shoot, they're going to be like out back having sex on the clock. This world. Y'all are going, what? Eddie Lee Home for Boys. Who'd you donate 100 to? Huh? Who'd you donate 100? Good job for donating because that's a tax break. I had to learn that. I got some coins I'm looking to donate to. I'll be donating. I'm about to go today. Donate some stuff because you get a tax break when you donate. Cannabis edibles were introduced to the United States in the mid 20th century and gained significant popularity during the counterculture, the heck is that? Movement of the 1960s and 70s. Hi, Kay. Okay, thanks for dropping that knowledge, Nettie. You sound like a Google. You sound like Google. I need edibles all now. Oh, I can teach you how to make them, Trendy. They're easy. The only reason I stopped making them is because they're too unhealthy for me. I fooled around and realized, wait, what is lectin? Do y'all know what lectin is? And you got to have lectin in order to make the edible. That's what keeps it together. Because if you don't have lectin, it's going to be real soft, like real jello, right? So you got to add the chemical. And so many people try to make off like edibles is healthy. Newsflash, you got to not care to eat an edible. I'm not doing that. I can't stand them anyway. I ain't got enough patience for an edible. Edible takes all day and a half to kick in. That's why I end up eating the whole damn thing and then be tweaking, be like looking like these homeless people in the corner there because they done ate the whole package. That's why. Forget an edible, Nettie. I don't want you doing. I don't want. You, that's what I thought. That's what I said. You sound like Google. That's how Google talks. You know, a lot of people do that. I'll ask somebody a question and then they'll go to Google and they think that I don't know that you don't talk like that normally and that I be all up in Google because I'm holistic and that's all I do is research. So I could tell, Nettie, that you have repeated. You know, I've had people try to do that on my review that they done copied some words and then pasted it like and try to act like you typed it yourself. Girl, you forgot to delete the damn quotation marks. That's how I knew it wasn't your own writing. And she gonna tell me, how'd you know? Because I sure confronted her about it. Like, you did some copying and pasting. And it's like black people, only black people do shit like that. It's like you couldn't take the time to just type, good job. That's all you had to type, goddamn. But you took all that time to copy and paste and busted yourself out because you forgot to delete the damn quotation marks. Like, black people are a piece of work. We're so special. Look, I can talk about myself because I look black. I'm not black, but I look black. And I like to act like them. I like to hang around them. That was my problem. My mother used to be so mad at me, y'all, back in the day because she used to tell me, you need to hang around girls that are more like you. And I didn't understand what that meant because the Indian girls were boring. I ain't going to lie. The Indian girls was all quiet. They didn't like to fight. They were scary. They didn't talk shit to nobody. The black girls, oh, I love the black girls. They talk shit to anybody. They was cussing out students. Black girls would cuss out the teachers. Black girls is cussing out the coach. They'd like turn up. And I loved that. So my parents didn't understand me because I always wanted to hang around people that weren't nothing like me. I love the black girls. Shoot, they like to fight. That's how I ended up liking to fight. That's how they solve all their problems. Like if you make them mad, like when we used to play basketball, I used to play on the basketball team at Manual High School here. And the way we dealt with our losses, oh, we didn't cry about it. We gonna fight. How about that? We gonna tear you up in the parking lot, the locker room or something. Yeah, we gonna do this fake high five that they making us do. And we used to be hitting their hands and talking shit in the line because ain't nobody listening. Like, yep, I'm about to fuck you up. Because that's how raw-ish we was down at Manual. We loved to fight because I hung around all them black ladies. Wasn't a lot of Indian chicks at Manual. They was all at George. Preppy girls, good girls, you know what I'm saying? Like my best friend, she went to George, and we're totally different. I prefer to fight. She be like, no, Tanya. She be, don't say nothing, Tanya. She be, Tanya, no, wait. She be, Tanya, don't call him. I'd be okay. I'd be wanting to turn up, and she's not like that. So it's just, UTT Ruckus. Hey, what's up, Jay? Are you Indian? I'm mixed. I can't claim nothing, y'all. I'm a mutt. Y'all know what a mutt is? A mutt is something that's mixed. Got a whole bunch of stuff, like how they call dogs a mutt. You got full breds. Well, we're like that too. And one thing that I had to learn that some of the black girls used to like get mad at me is my hair. I don't have African American type hair. But it's not white girl hair either. So I've always been stuck in the middle. Because I got a white grandmama. My dad's mama, she's a white girl. Straight up white girl, blue eyes. But she liked that brown shaboing boing, honey, because she had two brown skinned men. And there's a lot of white girls that are like that up to the world today. They ain't never gonna be with a white boy. They love black men, right? So my grandmama was one of them. Had five mixed kids. My aunt, my two uncles, and my daddy. I'm sorry, four. But my dad, he was different. He was, I guess, the ugly duckling of the four because he the only one that goosed a brown skinned Indian chick, my mama. And I had to learn and do some research because I really wanted to be light skinned like my dad. My dad is fine. Light skinned people are fine and they get way more play than dark skinned people. I promise you that. Something about that light skinned skin, like my son, he gets play. He gets play all day. I mean, men and women be telling him how handsome he is. That's what that light skin just do to people. And he got the eyes too. My son got hazel eyes like my father got hazel eyes. So, man, I wanted to understand how come I didn't come out looking like dad? And the research shows that DNA is a mother, honey. Two brown skinned people can have a light skinned baby. Sure can. I ain't never seen two white people have a brown skinned baby, but us brown skinned can have the ability in the DNA to produce a light skinned baby. I know the homies, my OGs, Big Crip and Cubert had a light skinned one. They had a brown skinned one, or she had a brown skinned baby first, just like me. Then she got with Q baby, and her and Gilbert had a light skinned baby. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank y'all. Thanks for the likes. Y'all liking me now. This is sad. What's sad, Crystal? The truth? Baby, don't call the truth sad. The truth is empowering, it's enlightening, it's going to set you free. Because some of the things that you're hearing, you probably ain't never heard before. And maybe you have. That's the research. Because one thing about the truth, y'all, the truth never changes. Only bullshit changes. If it's some bullshit, oh, it's going to change in about a year. Some people don't realize that about me. This ain't no bullshit. I've been in business selling a water, not a conditioner, not an oil, a water for 7 years now, and it's still selling. I just got 6 orders yesterday. So I must know something that y'all don't know, because I know a lot of individuals trying to sell an oil saying it's going to grow your hair. I mean, you can. You can sell mustard and say it's going to turn your boogers to gold. You can sell whatever you want in this industry. What's up, Paula? I love you too, Paula. What's up? Where y'all at? I need y'all to rep your city and type in the city and state that you're joining me from. Let's have some more fun. Excuse me. We got some fires going on in Colorado, messing messing with our air quality. As it's messing with me as well. So you got to drink even more water than you normally do. Can't always be the older women crazy as all hell. A lot of people call me auntie, not auntie, because that's the proper pronunciation of auntie, but they call me auntie, 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 auntie. Ain't Tacoma, Alabama. Get on in here, y'all. Rep your city. We've been dealing with the smoke from Canada. Oh, Paula, we have local fires that are burning right here in Colorado because we're so hot and it's so dry. We got desert conditions now settling into our region, and it's causing massive hair loss on humans, and it's causing massive dryness with plants. Pets are struggling too. Keep telling people here, if you want to really understand a smart investment, open you up a pet hospital, not store. No, no. The hospitals is balling right now. Balling because or become a nurse. Balling. Especially if you're a respiratory nurse. Oh, they pay over 6 figures. They'll start you out at 6 figures because there's so many people that are sick. And there's an underlying factor as to why so many people are sick. And it's the climate. We're under a massive climate change, everybody. And I know y'all so busy that y'all don't want to pay attention to what Miss Tanya be talking about. That's cool. I ain't struggling, I don't need a doctor. I haven't been to a doctor since 2017. I thought I needed them every month. I was going to see the OBGYN every month because my coochie was wrecked. And I couldn't figure out why. I was blaming my husband for goosing somebody else. I was constantly flushing it with a dish, and we're not supposed to do that. There's a reason we got that stinky stench down there, and it ain't got nothing to do even with a STD. We do have a pH of the coochie that we're supposed to manage, but the doctors don't say nothing about that to us. All they're gonna do is be like, "Ah, you're positive." Ah! They go back in the office. You notice how after they give you your results, they leave the room? I think they be in there celebrating. They be like, yes, we got another one that's sick. Yes, yes, let's put the notes in. Dehydrated, not drinking enough water, but we're not going to say nothing to them because they're going to get sicker, and we're just going to give them this cream to keep shooting up the coochie that's going to make the stuff worse. And then they send it on down to the pharmacy. Then they come back in with a straight face like they're concerned. Okay, we're going to try this medication and we're going to try this cream. We want you to add these chemicals to the already problem up in there. No, we're not going to flush it, and we're not going to talk about what's causing it. No, no. We just want to keep making it worse. So here's the gel and the pills, and thank you, and come back and see us, Kay, and let us know how that went. I ain't been to a doctor since 2017. I'm going to say it again. That's because I've learned how to take care of myself. I don't depend on the pharmaceutical industry to find. I just had this conversation with one of my clients the other day. She just was told she had cancer. I was told I had stage 2 back in 2017. And I told her, did they say anything to you about your hydration level? Because your phase angle is the primary reason why your insides are so acidic, and cancer thrives in an acidic environment. But they're not going to even say those words to you, but y'all steady committed to somebody and a business that's not helping you. And you know how you know that business ain't helping you? Because when they give you them little pieces of cancer called prescription pills, they don't work. If they worked, you would need 0 refills. You take an antibiotic because they work. You don't need a refill because it worked. Let's be clear. Them diabetic pills, they don't work. They don't work. They don't work because you keep having to take them year after year after year after year. Them high blood pressure pills clearly don't work because you have to keep taking them year after year after year after year. Refill after refill after refill after refill. We have to start opening our mindsets, my people. Stop running around like a chicken with its head cut off, and start drinking some water. You know how they raised us to say, you need to smell the coffee? I don't want y'all sniffing caffeine. Caffeine is a drug. I didn't know that the whole time I was drinking it because my friends and my family didn't say shit to me about how I was tearing up my liver with caffeine. And I was addicted to it. My family and my friends was inspiring me to take shots every day of poison, because that's what alcohol is categorized as. Miss Tanya don't drink no alcohol. I don't drink wine coolers, none of that. I'm trying to be here. I'm trying to live. Some people only wake up to get through the day. That's my mother. I'm trying to live for each day. You feel me? Y'all feel me? I don't have headaches no more. They told me I had allergies too. I don't have allergies no more. They told me I had diabetes. I was a diabetic. I don't have diabetes. Ain't nothing wrong with my glucose levels no more because I've learned how to manage my sugars. I used to be on medication. In fact, 11 bottles. I have a photo that I took because I want to be able, for my children to be able to prove my journey on how I've made the changes to live well. I didn't catch no damn virus. And nobody of color taught me all this either. I had to go sit down with some white people. It's how I got my knowledge about hair, how I got my knowledge about water, how I got my knowledge about chemistry. It wasn't nobody black that taught me what I know. Why y'all think I talk the way I do? And that frustrates me because I tried to go to a gang of black people. I know a lot of salon owners here, a lot of them, because we all was here back in the 80s. I went to all of them. They didn't know where moisture is really found. They didn't know the two ingredients that are in moisture. They didn't know where to find hydrogen at, how to really hydrate. They didn't know. That's a problem. Well, thank you, Harry. Oh, you look good too. Have y'all liked the live? Because what I really wanted to do, that's why I touched on so many sensitive topics today. Like I said at the top of the live, I check in. I do analysis on everything I do. So I look at my analysis, my analytical numbers on here, as well as Facebook and all the other platforms. And I noticed that I was at 4,944 subscribers, mind you. You know, that's different than views. I get thousands of views. Have y'all checked out my shorts? Yeah, it gets views. But this here platform is all about watch hours and subscribers, right? Because I am also monetized here on YouTube. I don't just be getting on here just yapping to be yapping, babies. I'm making money. And that's another thing that Miss Tanya is going to inspire you to do. We ain't going to just waste time, sit around playing patty cake. I'm going to figure out how to put some money in your pocket because that's what I do. I'm a money motivator. And most money motivators are men. So it's uncommon to be in the ain't too many females on in courts calling the plays. Or is there? That's why I was like, I'm gonna get me a referee shirt. I'm gonna give me a whistle. I bought all this stuff. And I told him I need me a little flag so I can be throwing a flag. I'm gonna start peeking into salons and I'm gonna be doing them like this. Watch this. And if I see them doing something wrong, I'm gonna throw a flag and walk out. Wouldn't that be dope? Wouldn't that be a nice like reality show for y'all to watch? Well, y'all need to get the word out. Have the producers reach out to me because y'all see how good I know how to act. Give me a script. I'll memorize it and then get on TV. And this will be the newest reality TV series of me helping salon owners level up because that's the gist of it. I would come in, rattle their tail feathers about how unprofessional they are, how crazy they talking to their clients, how unprofessionally dressed they are, how old their tools are and their equipment is, and then completely make over their whole space and then implement a seamless consultation, implement new services, help them to organize their service menu, because that's what Chef Ramsay does for the restaurants. Because I'm praying to God that I hit a lottery or some snatch, because I started playing the Powerball. And I pray that if I come into a bunch of money, that's what I'm probably going to do, because I was her. Nobody helped me but my father. My dad is the one that helped me, and he don't do hair. He ain't even in this industry. The people that have helped me with my industry are not in the industry. My coach, Miss Lori, she lives in Ohio, not in the industry. She don't do hair, but she's the one that helped me get my water up to a professionally labeled brand. I've got legal disclaimers. I've got my logo. I mean, I know a lot of people selling a product do not have a back label, not even putting the ingredient list on their product. So I've done a lot. And that mentorship and that coaching and the information and the motivation came from others that are not even in the industry. Wow. So this is why I say to a lot of you, you got to get out your feelings, get out your way, and get some help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. You look stupid not asking for help. You don't look stupid. You look actually smart. You look very mature. You look motivated. You look assertive asking questions. You look stupid not asking questions. So change your mindset. A lot of us are thinking backwards. You feel me? So let me get back to these comments. Whoever relaxed your hair did a great job. Wanda, girl, you don't know nothing. You know relaxed hair don't move like this. I don't have no relaxer. I ain't put a relaxer in my hair. I only use 2 shampoos in this. Y'all need to order. The link is in the description. My product, you don't need a plastic baggie. You don't need a hooded dryer either. And you're going to feel it work on contact. My water is backed by science and research. I didn't just do no any, mini, mighty, mo in the grocery stores or bottle some nasty contaminated ass tap water. This is backed by the Parker Water and Sanitation District. I didn't categorize this product. They did. I didn't issue a provisional patent for this water. The United States Trademark Office did. I got paperwork on my product. So Listen, it's not for everybody. The only individuals buying my product are those that really care. There's a lot of women here in Denver walking around like, I don't care if my hair is brittle and crunchy. I don't care if it's poofy. I don't care if it's falling out. I don't care. They got more, I guess, care with their men. That's where all their time and money and attention is going to. Maybe they care more about their lashes. Maybe that's where all their time and attention is going to. Because I got some ladies that are putting on lashes, but your hair looks a hot mess. We need to balance out. That's a flag on the play. Don't make me throw a flag and blow my whistle. Thank you, Devin. No oil, no product. I don't put nothing in my hair. And see, when I was following the beauty school black hair approach, putting oil, plus a detangler, plus heat protectant, plus spritz, plus edge control, all that crap in my hair, clearly did not understand what those products were. And I clearly was not doing any research, and I was just running around doing stuff because why? Everybody else was doing it. Well, that's why I was struggling. And why I decided to change and level my career up. And I'm never going back. I'm never going to braid again. I'm never going to offer an extension. I'm never, ever going to use bleach. There's so many things I've done already that done tore my client's hair up. I'm never going to do that to nobody. I don't care how much money you want to pay me to do it. No, I'm not doing it. I make $10,000 a month without braiding, without doing extensions, without touching bleach. Psh, I'm never going back. Netta? Energy, live stream. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you. Do you manage a Foot Locker? No, I'm the referee of the hair care game now because I'm going to calling these fouls on these stylists. Y'all need to call me. Y'all need to report the salons to me. I'll go, I travel. I'm leaving tonight. I'm headed to Atlanta. I'll be in Georgia. I got a few salons I'm gonna go throw this flag into, and I'm gonna blow my whistle through the door, and they gonna be like, "What is she doing?" I'm calling a foul. That's what I'm doing. And then I'm gonna go to somebody else, which is social media, and I'm gonna be like, "They got 4 clients in here and only 2 stylists." That's a foul on the play. You should never have more clients in your establishment than you have providers. That's a problem. If you only got 2 stylists, but you got 4 clients in the salon, that don't balance out. We got a problem. Somebody's pissed off and ain't coming back. And that's not what we're in business to do. We're in business to retain all 4. So some people need help because they don't know how to balance out in the salon and they got 4 clients and only 2 stylists on the clock. We got a problem. You doing too much in here. You got a foul on the play. What's up, Joanne? 1961. Did you subscribe, Joanne? I'm 1975. I like that I'm born on the even year because it's easy to remember my age, right? This is 2025. I'm 50. In 2000, wait, let me do the math. 25. I was like 30, I think. No, I was 20. 2000. No, I was 25. I was 25 in 2000. That's dope. But mine is on the even year, you know what I'm saying? So it's easy for me to remember my age. But I love anybody that was born after 1975. Look, one of the requirements that I now have on my booking site is that you have to enter in your birth date. That is not for no reward program. It's for me to know how old you are. And that lets me know if I really am going to end up approving your request or not. Because let me tell y'all something. And young girls, don't get sensitive, but this is the truth. So you're probably going to get sensitive. But y'all come up with the most reasons and excuses to have to cancel your hair appointments. You guys are so steady running behind a man or any spouse, whether it's a man or a woman, that it disrupts your financial budget. So you always have a reason why you need to cancel. And then you have no what's called manageability in your life. So your time management sucks. So you're forgetting. I forgot. It's always a reason why a young girl can't make it into her appointments. But these older chicks, us 50 plus ladies, we got our shit together. Most of us anyway. I know some 50-year-old women still in the wilderness lost. They ain't called me yet. So they gonna keep running around in the wilderness because they don't know the exit. They don't know how to get out like I did. So they still running around in the wilderness. but you got to be more older than me. I don't really want to rock with nobody younger than me. I got three younger kids and they're difficult to manage. So I really don't want that in my business. And that's kind of sad, but it's the truth. That's why everybody has to put in their birth date because I want the ideal clients of Colorado, not them toxic that'll have you ready to go see a mental therapist because you're wondering what's wrong with your business when nothing's wrong with your business. It's the market that you're managing is causing your business to struggle. Because I promise you, when I was trying to do all these young chicks here in Denver, my life was mental. And somebody, I had to hire a marketing manager to figure this out for me. And I never thought to look at the ages of clients, and it does matter and it does differ. My older ladies are there. They call me with the reminder, "Hi, Miss Tanya, see you. I'll be there at 9." I'll be like, "That's what's up." They always got the 185. They're always tipping. Always. I got some of these ladies that ain't never tipped me, and they're not, and I'm giving them discounts. That's what they don't understand. Like, you're hurting my business. I think they think that they're the stuff. They're not. They make your business difficult. So you have to search for what's called ideal clients. And I've had to realize my ideal client is somebody that's older than me. And I don't want to do young girls. Like I said, I'm probably going to decline this young lady that is ignoring my texts. And I told her too, if I don't hear from you by Wednesday, because she's on the books for this Saturday, you're going to get declined. And then I'm probably going to block you because we're not like minded. You're already bothering me because you're ignoring my texts and my emails and my communication. So we clearly ain't like minded. And it's just going to be a problem for me to even accept her. So that's where I'm different. I'm 50 now. I average 10,000. So I'm not desperate nor dehydrated for any client. I don't need another client. I take them. Got mad clients, new clients booking with me, but I don't need them. And they know this. I just told somebody the other day, you can't book that cheaper service on a Saturday. My Saturdays are only for my restoration patrons. So you're going to have to find another day of the week to do the cheaper service that ain't got nothing to do really with what I do. I just be trying to help ladies out by giving them an alternative solution, which is nothing like my more expensive services. But one just found that out. She's from Louisiana, like I told you, and she tried to avoid my water and she's never gotten her scalp done. And she tried to do that cheaper service. Her hair already feels crazy today, and it's just the day after service. And I told her, I told you got to use my water beauty solution because this removes the metals out the tap water off your hair. That's what gives us this silky silky. If you leave in the metals, all that rust that's in your tap water, I don't care what conditioner or treatment or protein or keratin you use, you still got to rinse that out with the tap water. And this is where nobody is paying attention. The tap water has us struggling. Why you think God came with this water? Some of y'all better smarten up, y'all. All right, let me see. All right, Netta, that's what's up, Netta. Hi, Johnny. The right to refuse services. Wait, y'all. The right to refuse services is a necessary thing. Only clients that don't sacrifice your peace. Man, I had to learn that. Denver, there's a lot of what's called bullies here in Denver. And what I mean by that is they search for people that are soft. Because I used to be real soft because, that money softens me. And these Denver clients, honey, they see the price because I do have a booking link and it's clear how much things cost. But they like to get to the chair and be like, that's a lot. That's a lot. Like, for me, are you going to charge me that? And that makes us soften and bend. And we start declining our price to what? Suit this one person? No, 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 no. At that point, it's time to drop everything and turn the client around and remind them that didn't you see the price of the service prior to getting here? And if you did, and whether you did or not, that's how much this is going to cost. And if that's not what you want to pay, then we can discontinue the service right now. Listen, I've walked 3 women out my building. One in the middle of the service. She thought that she could keep arguing with me. Some people take my professionalism and me being nice as a punk. I'm far from a punk. I had to be taught how to be professional. You feel me? I can cuss somebody out and get real nasty and snarly. I'll make some females, I done made clients cry in my chair and I wasn't even cussing. I wasn't even cussing, and I done made grown women cry in my chair. So some people have to understand me. And you're right, Johnny. Every client is not for me. They might think they want to book with me, but I don't like you. And if that's the case, you're definitely not booking with me no more. I know how to say certain things to even irritate a client. If you're irritating me and you're not listening and you're not doing what I need you to do, you're not about to keep aggravating me. I don't care how much money you charge or you're paying me. I know how to even block you from my system. I got all type of tricks up my sleeve to professionally prevent you from ever accessing me ever again. And my list is long. I could show you how many people I've blocked from ever booking with me ever again. This Denver community is a trip. Ladies here will go spend $100 a week on fast foods, but will tell you they can't afford your services. Ladies here in Denver stay in, I mean, I stay in the air. Um, but I'm not hollering I can't afford nothing. I can go out here and buy whatever I want. You feel me? Just like I wanted this referee shirt. They was like, "Are you a referee?" No. I do hair. I just want it because I want to start acting like one. So I'm gonna get the uniform. They were like, "Oh my God, right this way." White people, mind you. Black people would have been like, "What? That's stupid. You do hair. You're not supposed to be wearing a referee shirt if you do hair. You're supposed to be in a kitchen apron with your street clothes on." All right, going above Johnny. We love my water. Not everybody, just me and you, King Von. And Miss somebody in Texas just ordered. I know her last name is Coble, but she just ordered a 16 ounce. Mind you, she could have picked the cheaper 8 ounce, but she picked the 16 ounce. Then I just shipped to Raleigh, North Carolina. Somebody ordered my water down in Raleigh. And then I sent some down to Florida this week. I'm proud that I'm shipping. I don't just sell this in Denver. My product is way bigger than Denver. Denver is slow. It's going to take Denver 10, 15 years to finally realize that they need this product in their lives because Denver is slow. Slow, baby. And the reason I do this, mainly, I'm flirting with myself. I love my hair. My hair used to be so dull looking. My hair used to be so frizzy looking all the time. It looked crazy. Even when I had a relaxer, my hair still was stiff and it was fuzzy and it looked dull. It never looked like this. It was never this full. My hair has grown. It hasn't been past my shoulders in years. And yes, it's holy. I mean, I ain't one of them thick chick headed chicks. You see that? And that's because I need to wash it. That's the only time my ends do that is when I'm 2 to 3 days away from shampoo day. So I'm washing it today because I'm leaving town tonight. Flying to Georgia. I got to go get my holistic workout. I do a holistic workout. No gym, no weights, honey. And I do it on my back. That's how I keep this booty right. That's how I keep this midsection. Some women wonder, Miss Tanya, how you keep such a bomb ass body and how you keep such a bomb ass reflection, girl? Because I guess good dick. I do. I didn't realize it. I've been getting so much sorry dick for so long, like little dicks for so long, because not many big dicks here in Denver. They're kind of little. And so you be thinking all of them little. And I done fooled around and got me a gigantic one. I call him, your name is Jumbo Dick. His name, that's why I call him JD. That's what it stands for, Jumbo Dick. Because he be breaking my back. And clients love it because when I go get some and then I come back to Denver to do hair, oh, I'm nice. I was damn near biting everybody's heads off yesterday because it's been more than 14 days since I done had some, so I'm irritated. I don't know about y'all, but usually that's what's wrong with most women. That's why y'all be tripping because you ain't had no good dick in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And that is a huge essential of the life cycle, y'all. Don't be getting mad at the dick just because one dick did you dirty. There's so many other dicks out here. Just go get you another one. You feel me? But don't clam up and not get no more dick. Don't do that to yourself because you're going to be all mad and irritated and clammed up and crammed up and mad and mean and miserable. Don't do that to yourself. I now realize that's what's wrong with my mom. She stopped getting dick years ago, and that's when she changed and started, I must have been sweating on here with y'all. That's when she changed. So ladies, don't do that to yourselves, okay? Man, good dick does a body good. You feel me? It does me great. I'm up in the comments, y'all. So I see y'all commenting. My water beauty. That's what's up. 91. I'm not the same as them other people. Woo, Lord. You're not. You're a little older than Deja, but you still one of them young ones, Bond. As you know, you're hard headed. You are hard headed and you're stubborn, and that is the majority of individuals that was born in the 90s. I don't know what was wrong with us and how we did that. Like we be thinking, what did we do to create these millennial babies? Because they all different. All my little cousins, because we was all pregnant the same year we was goosing. But I noticed like they all the same way. You know what I'm saying? Also on my link, y'all, when y'all order my water, you might as well get you a brush. I sell this brush as well. This is like the toothbrush for your scalp. Newsflash, do you use your fingers? Do you get in the shower and you use your fingers? No. So what makes you think using your fingers in a head that you ain't bathed nor cleansed in days, mind you? Black people be going days without cleaning their hair. So what makes you think some fingers is enough? You know how many uneducated, inexperienced individuals over on Facebook be trying to tell me that it's wrong to use a brush? I'm like, what world are these girls living in? That's like telling me it's wrong to use a toothbrush on your teeth. What, do you use your fingers to brush your teeth with? Because I think some women do, because their breath be on. That's my cue, y'all. Did y'all see? I'm about to go down to the bottom. Did everybody just see the flicker? Vaughn, did you see the flicker? Ask if you got a brother. I think there was something in the water. I can get those brushes anywhere. No, you can't. Not the mini petite one. Prissy, you think you know everything, but I'm about to break you open too. Hold up. Hold up, y'all. We got us a know-it-all in the turkey that done stepped into the tent. These are the ones that you find on the market. This one here is a petite one, Miss Prissy. Prissy. So you can't find this one anywhere, Prissy, because don't nobody but me, Prissy, sell this petite one, Prissy. You can buy this expensive one that's in upwards of $10 in the stores, Prissy. But nah, I sell the petite one, Prissy. It's different, Prissy. Okay. And if you got one, you better be using it every day. Don't be like some of these grown people that don't brush their teeth every day. You need to brush your head, whether you wash it or not. You have to exfoliate your surface. That's the fertilizer for growth. Y'all don't get it. Y'all clearly ain't did no research. Everybody think you need a peel or some oil or something to grow your hair, or some braids or some snatch to grow your hair. That's backwards practice, and that's never been true. Those are marketing myths. And if you believe those things and keep adding oils to your scalp without exfoliating, I mean, you can add the oil, but you still need to exfoliate your surface. Like, come on, y'all. Get with it. This is hair care. This ain't hair styling. So if you doing hairstyles, of course you can't do nothing to your scalp because you got it all stiff and braided and cocked to the side and swooped to where you can't. It's a prevention of hair care is what protective styles are. That's how we talk in my salon. Don't neglect your hair like that, you know? Talking about a protective style, that's neglect. That's like putting your child on punishment or leaving it in the damn playpen and not coming back for hours. That's neglect. You can do it. It ain't gonna kill the child, but don't try to say that you're caring for your child and you leaving them in the playpen all damn day. That's not caring for your child. Some people don't get it. You need to open your pores on your scalp so the water can get into the inside and help your hair. Oh my God. Help me, Jackie. Help me, Jackie. Jackie, don't be helping us because God makes hair grow. Who told you that water makes hair grow? Water makes a plant grow. You confused. Help me, Jackie. And Black people are the most confused ones and be the main ones hollering out and be the main ones speaking the incorrect information. No wonder why people be laughing at us, because we the main ones talking crazy. Like, just like Help Me Jackie did. She said you need to open your pores and scalp. Wait, I just read this better. You need to open your pores in your scalp so the water can get into the inside. Eh, hold on. This is the holistics. You do need to clear. I don't know what you mean by open your pore, Miss Jackie, because the pore never closes. So that was a little slick talking. The pore never closes. It stays open 24 hours a day. It's never closed. And water does not make hair grow, Jackie. God makes hair grow. That's in your DNA, baby. So let's be more precise. Cleaning your hair prevents the sweat from building when you cleanse it frequently. So those like myself that cleanse frequently, I never get scalp buildup or dandruff because I don't allow it to collect. You feel me? Just like only people that get tartar on their teeth are those that done skipped a day or two from brushing. That's the only time you're going to see tartar on the tooth. So the only time you're going to see dandruff or buildup on the scalp is when the client, you done skipped some days without washing. And dermatologists don't even talk to you like this. They don't care. All they want is that shmoney. And they're just going to give you some shampoo and tell you to go home and deal with your scalp yourself. That's what the world of dermatology is. If any of y'all have gone, they don't even touch you. I've been to a dermatologist about my scalp, so I know exactly what he told me, how many lies he told me, and the bullshit cream that he gave me that I would never put on my scalp. And then, little did he know, my hair has grown. Because I got thin ends, he thought that I was losing my hair. And little did he know, because then people think they know everything too, you don't know nothing about me. Because my hair, Playboy, used to be way up here. Now my hair done grew down here because I am not putting your cream on my scalp no more. I am not smearing oil across my scalp no more. I'm cleansing it properly. I'm no longer waiting 14 days or 2, 3 months. You know how sometimes some of my participants are admitting that it's been 3 months since they've washed their hair? 3 months? I don't care if you do choose to do braids. Who told you to leave that stuff in your head for 3 months? And I make us talk about it because I don't ever want you to think that that's okay again. I know your stylist didn't care. Your stylist didn't even tell you when to come back to get it redone. So that clearly shows that that individual could care less about you. So I tell my participants, and mind you, these older ladies love it because they're like, wow, stylist has never taken a photo of my hair. A stylist has never taken the time to hold a consultation with me. A stylist has never told me what to do at home, what to buy, what tools to buy. I do that for all the people I book with, which is why, y'all, how I'm earning $10,000 a month. I think y'all think what? Y'all think I'm still doing what beauty school trained me to do? Nah, you still doing what beauty school trains you to do. Shame on you. That's only the case. You should only still be doing what beauty school trained you to do the first 5 years. After 5 years, come on now. You should be doing some research and some tests and studies, and you should be learning which conditioners, what they do when the clients leave you, what the protein done did to their hair once they sweat on it and wake up the next day. Everything looks beautiful the day of service. Everything. You can chop a head up nowadays. You don't got to part nothing out or make nothing connected or make nothing even. You can just snip, snip, and then snip there, and then snip, and then slop foam all over it, and then finger wave the uneven, choppy cut you just did. That's the way of the world right now. So we're gonna finger wave this and slop a bunch of gel on it and make it look like it's smooth and even when I just jacked up your whole head. That's what the world is doing now, and that's not what's up. So I'm prepared. Y'all need to get the ballers, call them. Tell them Tanya's ready. Tanya is the only one overly qualified to do this. That would be an amazing reality show to watch Tanya elevating these salons and creating a professional Black salon. I'm gonna level you up from an unprofessional. Somebody had to tell me that Tanya, you unprofessional. I was like, what? And it's true. It was true. I looked a hot mess going in to do hair. Everybody in my building knows, even if I got one client, I'm coming in on point. That means I have on makeup. My hair is on point every day. My hair ain't never poofy in a damn kitty ponytail looking like I'm 13. That's never Miss Tanya. But I know a lot of individuals don't see nothing wrong with that, and that's actually hindering you. Women don't like that. They don't want to be sitting in the room with somebody that's got on a stained kitchen apron. And you won't even put on a clean one. You got stains on it taking clients. You got stains on your towels. You better not ever. I don't care if it did just come out the wash machine. I don't know that. If it's got a stain on it, I think it's dirty. And I'm certainly not coming back to you. And that's the thing with this industry. Clients, honey, they'll tip you. They will tip you when they're not happy and ain't coming back, and then gonna talk shit. They can't even get out your parking lot before they call in their homegirl to talk shit about a whole bunch of stuff that they didn't say nothing to you about. That's a little unfair. But only young girls do that because only young girls are scared to admit their honesty. Older women ain't scared. They gonna ask for a mirror. My girls, they be like, give me a mirror. I'd be like, here you go. And they be like, and then they check the other side. Older women, they gonna bring it to this side too, because they know one side is one thing. And then I tell them, check the top. I teach them how to check the top. You see how I filled in your alopecia spot? And they be like, okay, okay. And then I ask them, is everything all right? Is there anything else I can do for you? Because I tell them I don't got time for you once you leave. I'll call you on the phone, but as far as being in here, I'm busy. There's somebody in the parking lot waiting to come in here after you, so we don't have time for fixing nothing later on. The time to fix it is before you leave the chair, client. So y'all younger clients, y'all got to stop being two-faced in the chair. That's not what's up. Be honest and say, I don't like this. I look grandmommy-ish. Like, why did you curl my hair so tight? Why did you do spiral curls? Maybe I wanted barrel curls. The time to address your concerns is when you're in the chair before you leave the space. Don't go talking about your stylist in the parking lot or come to me talking crazy about your stylist and you ain't said nothing to her or him about it. They think they didn't did nothing wrong. They just think you got an attitude because that's what black people do. They be like, I don't know, she must got an attitude. No, how about you started her late? How about you looked crazy? You smelled like cigarettes. Maybe that was the problem because that's a big problem when stylists go out smoking weed and cigarettes and you come back in. Ew, everybody don't smoke weed like you do. Everybody don't smoke cigarettes like you do. So when y'all come back in, that shit stinks and the whole building can smell you. Ew, that shit stinks when you don't do that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so there's so much that I can help a salon with when y'all find me a producer, because producers make a lot of money. Like I met this one dude in LA. I think he's balling. He acts broke, but I think he's balling. He's a producer, a real one too. He's all over the intranet and stuff. Polly, what's up, Donald? Yes, that is bad business. Thank you, Jackie. Gold digger? No, I'm the gold maker, honey. I don't dig for gold, baby. I make the gold and hide it. Silly rabbit. I thought you knew. Let me reintroduce myself, Donald, because you clearly new here. I'm Miss Tanya, your holistic hair and scalp restoration practitioner with lifestyle benefits. And just so you know, I'm going to say it again. I make the gold and then I go bury it for people like you to find. You feel me? I'm the creator. I'm the initiator. And I'm a female. I'm the alpha. I'm an alpha female. So you be careful with me because I might want to box. I done fought many men in my time. I know a lot of females don't even like to fight, let alone fight a man. I'm that one. My kids know. Call me. I wish he would. Oh, I used to pray to God my daughter's husband didn't ever think to get froggish with her. And I told him before he even married her, she better not ever call me. And I giggled after I told him that. Most men don't even talk to the mother. He came and asked me for my daughter's hand in marriage, not her father. Her father is living, but he knows how I care about mines. That's my seed. So he came and asked me, Donald, for her hand in marriage. And I didn't just say yes. I told him we need to have lunch. He's such a punk. He avoided me. And talking about, I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable. You punk. I should have told my daughter then, this man ain't the one for you, baby. But I entertained it because we gonna talk. So I told him, all right, we can have a conversation on the phone. We don't have to be face to face. I know you scared of me, Mr. Donald. He was scared of me. So we had a conversation on the phone and I asked him to not do two things. Only two, and I did it just like this. I said, you better not ever put your hands on my daughter, and you better not ever fucking cheat on her. Then I smiled, and I think I kissed him on his forehead. And I said, so do we have a deal? And he looked at me and he lied, and he said, yeah. So I told him, okay, then you can propose. Less than 5 years later, he decided to cheat. And I asked him, didn't I ask you? What was the two things I asked you not to do, sir? Because, see, I'm different. I wish my mother, you know what I'm saying, would have like, you know what I'm saying, showed up for me like this. But my mama never did. But I showed up for my daughter for sure. Listen, she wanted me to walk her down the aisle the day of her wedding, and her father was there. Show you how powerful and present I am with my daughter. And I told her, as everybody knows, the whole wedding got stopped. And I got up out the front row, because you know I was looking good. As the queen I am, I'm the bride's mother. And I strutted my sexy ass back up the aisle, so you know everybody watched me. Everybody turning around in their seats because they wondering like, this ain't normal. What's going on? I switched on back to the back. And little did everyone know, I was having a real serious conversation with my daughter because I knew that she was struggling that day mentally about the fact that your dumbass dad is here. And he decided to sit back here in the last row because he's scared of me too. But I told my daughter as I'm prepping her hair, nobody knew it, and I'm just primping her and I'm fixing her jewelry, and I'm telling her, we're not going to cause a disruption today, daughter. I told her, you're going to walk down this aisle with your son. That's what you're going to do. Because I'm not walking you down the aisle. That's improper, baby. And your father is here. So I told her, I know you're upset. I know. And I told her, smile, because everybody's watching. And she smiled because my back is to the crowd. She's facing everybody. So I told her, you're going to walk down. I'm going to go sit back down, okay? I'm going to have the boys go get a mirror, and you're going to walk down this aisle with your son, okay? And she said, I can do that. You're going to do it today, okay? That's how that went. I then turned her. I think I kissed her, and I said, I love you. I told her, now get on down there and get married. And I turned, and I strutted, waving at everybody like, and I went and sat back down in the front row. So when he cheated, he knows I was heated. And let me tell you how I handled it, because it took me about 3 months to see him in person. I couldn't detach my hands apart. So it took me about 3 months to finally swallow the lump, because she decided to stay with him. So I said, all right, daughter, I'm going to rock with you on this decision, because my daughter wanted to honor the vows that she took on that day that she married him. Because my daughter's a good girl. She ain't no cheat. She ain't a liar like her husband was. So I then now realized, okay, she's honoring her vows, and I'm a good mother. So I understood that. And I said to her, okay, all right. You don't have to shake them, because I showed up with movers, a truck, and I emptied that whole apartment out. Do you know this nigga had the audacity to catch a one-way flight out of here? Because you want to go goose on somebody else? If it was up to me, he wouldn't have never came back to Denver. But my daughter's not like me, so she let his ass come back. All right. Which was bothering me. I'm like, you lucky you with her. Because it wouldn't have been me. So when I finally got a chance to see him eye to eye, the kids happened to be with us. And, you know, I'm a real gangster. I'm a real OG. And we had rules back in the game. So if your peoples is with you, you give them a pass. You don't just still shoot them and they with their peoples. You give them a pass and you catch them later on when they by themselves. So I told Deja, I'm going to give them a pass because the kids is here. but I'm not letting him get away scotch-free. So when I went to go hug him, he thought it was just gonna be the old school pat pat and let go. Because he don't understand. I'm heated. I really want to fight at this point. So when we went to go hug, I kept him there. He tried to pull back. I said, because now I'm in his ear. And I told him, what did I ask you? Not to do it, Deja. And I'm whispering just like that. So I know I'm crazy now. And mind you, I'm holding him real firm so he can't move. I said, Deja loves you. I said, so don't do it again. And then I let him go. And I did the eye to eye because the kids is watching. Okay? He lied and said, okay. And he did that dumb shit again. I can't wait to run into him without none of the kids around. Oh, I might have to run up the block because I'm going to be like, hey, come here. And I'm going to put him in my Tahoe and I'm going to put the child lock on him. And I'm going to ask him, take us back to the beginning. What did I ask you before you asked me for her hand in marriage? Oh, we're going to talk about it. And I'm going to be like, what happened? Her pussy wasn't good enough? What happened? She was too good to you? I paid too many bills for y'all? Is that what it was? We was too good to you? Oh, I can't wait to talk to that man. But listen, I'm going to get off of here now. I want to thank everybody that liked this live today. I want to thank everybody that subscribed. I can't wait to see the numbers. I can't wait to see how many new subscribers I gained. If anybody wants to reach out to me, the link is in the description. I made sure that I set up the live right this morning. So go to the link. That's where you'll find my masterclass that I only sell for $99. That's going to teach you how to do a scalp detox. It's going to teach you how to do a trim, not a chop. It's going to teach you how to administer the Mild Water Beauty Solution instead of conditioner. You're going to learn how to do a hydration treatment instead of a moisturization treatment. You also will learn how to avoid even using pressed heat. I have a specialized technique that gets hair smooth with just a blow dryer. So it's my water blowout masterclass that you can find on my link. It's all the way at the bottom, strategically placed, because I really don't want too many people learning how I do hair because I'm blowing up here because I'm the only one, me and Shawnee and my daughter Deja are the only three that do hair on a holistic level here. Everybody else is still running up the moisturization lane, and they're going to keep fighting an uphill battle until they understand that Denver's climate has changed. Our tap water is wrecked now. Our climate is all dry, solidifying certain ingredients left and right. So you're not going to ever get better until you understand that you need my water beauty solution, which is also in the link listed under featured products. You will scroll past my amazing holistic menu of services that I've created myself to cater to my climate and my community and demographical market of clients. Thanks, y'all, for watching. I'm going to try to get back up on here next Sunday, try to get back into the algorithm again. Thanks for watching. I see you, 1964. You do beautiful hair. Thank you, Eva. I would like to, you can do it too. If I do it, you can do it too. Stop talking. I'm going to say something. No, I talk all the time. Queen Beauty. What's up, Eva? Amazing live. Thank you, Netta. Thanks, everybody. Again, I need you, baby. I need you too. Oh, yeah. What's up, Miss Parker? What's up, Cody? Welcome to Foot Locker. No. This ain't Foot Locker. They ain't got no flags. Foot Locker ain't got no whistles. Y'all gotta quit thinking I'm regular. I am far from regular, like Ply said. Stop acting like you regular. You can do better. He said, I'm pressure. Y'all know that song? Stop treating me like you. Stop letting these niggas treat you like you regular. Shout out to Plies. I love all the black, comedians. Shout out to Country Wayne. Shout out to Cat Williams. I like some of these cats. Deuces, y'all. Happy Sunday.